Hey guys, Vazzy back here, and another trade sim video here for you today, as we have a rather big trade that happened in the NHL, one that we have been waiting on for a few days. Although it is just for signing rights, Mitch Marner is no longer a Toronto Maple Leaf, he is now a Vegas Golden Knight. So let's go jump into NHL 25 and start breaking it all down. So here we are, the trade 1-for-1, Nick Waugh for Mitch Marner. I should say we are doing this at the NHL entry draft itself, so values may differ. Also here, Nick Waugh isn't really 85 overall in game, grew I think from 84, but still he's a very serviceable, very solid two-way power forward. He's 6'4", he can kill penalties, he can do it all for you while putting up 30 to probably 40 points in that middle six. He was a former 4th round pick of the Carolina Hurricanes 10 years ago back in the 2015 NHL draft. His contract is actually pretty nice as well, making $3 million for the next 2 seasons. So honestly, for Toronto, getting him as a return is a pretty nice piece. In exchange for Mitch Marner, the man who needs no introductions, 93 overall, medium franchise potential, been a Toronto Maple Leaf his whole entire career. He was another one of those guys that was taken in the 2015 NHL draft class, same as Waugh. He was 4th overall though. A star player in this league for years upon years, is on the last year of his current contract, paying him $10.9 million. So obviously, since we're doing this trade at the draft, the values have changed drastically. It looks to be pretty even. Sending this from Vegas to Toronto, interesting. It is still trade rejected. Okay, so let me go force this through, and then we can take a look at what the lines may look like for both of these teams. Starting out with the Vegas Golden Knights, and what a top line they could end up running. Do they do it? Maybe, maybe not, but Marner, Eichel, and Stone could be phenomenal together. Honestly, pretty good forward core in Vegas. Have everything as up to date as possible. Colton Sissons there on the 4th line. Nick Hague just traded out for Jeremy Lauzon. It sucks Pietrangelo will not be playing for them this year, so I have him scratched here. Hopefully he can come back at some point in his career. And then in the net, you still have Adin Hill and Akira Schmid. Then moving over to the Toronto Maple Leafs. It looks different, but it still looks good. Obviously, Nyes signs his big deal just yesterday. Waugh apparently slots in on that second line, Domi on the third. You could easily interchange those guys, and I wouldn't think that would be that much of an issue. Defensively, no changes, and in the net, you still have Stolars and Wool. But after years upon years, Mitch Marner's time in Toronto is finally done. So what do I think of this trade here today? Starting things out with the Vegas Golden Knights. Let's start with them. They get the best player in this trade. Obviously, when you were looking at the offers that Toronto was trying to trade Marner for before, way more than that, but obviously the situations were totally different, just with him not being a unrestricted free agent in one day. So to be able to not give up all that much to get those exclusive negotiation rights, whether they're happening or not, a day early, to be able to keep this player, I think is a pretty nice move of business here for the Vegas Golden Knights. And yeah, I think he's gonna fit in phenomenal in Vegas. It's just the Vegas way. They move people in, those star players, when they're at the top of their game. In a couple of years' time, who knows what happens with Marner, but for now, he has found a new home. And then going over to the Toronto Maple Leafs side of things. And again, honestly, I like this trade for them just because they're able to get some value back. And Nick Waugh is a very serviceable NHL player. Nothing wrong with him whatsoever. Like I said, he's going to be a guy that you can slot in on that penalty kill. And I think you can see some pretty good success with him playing in that spot. I will say, it does suck for Toronto that you're not able to get the full value back for a superstar like Mitch Marner. Like obviously at the trade deadline, there was talk of him going for Mikko Rantanen. It would have been huge. And of course, Nick Waugh is not anywhere in the same realm of a Mikko Rantanen. But yeah, it sucks that Toronto couldn't get all that value back. But I think they lost that opportunity last year when his no movement clause kicked in. They wanted to do it. They should have done it the week before when Brad Treliving was just hired. But overall, it's a good return for Toronto. To be able to get something for a player that is walking is pretty good business in my books. But overall, that is going to do it for this trade. Mitch Marner, you are a Vegas Golden Knight. Let me know, what do you think of this trade in the comments down below, and I will see you all in the next video.